let's start. In previous class, we seen file permissions, right? So whenever we create a file or directory, what are default file permissions? What are default file permissions? So whenever we create a file, this is the default file permission, and when we create a directory, this is the default directory permission, right? So we'll continue from this part. Let's once again start our Linux server. Let's open this VMware workstation. Let's power on this VMware workstation. Let's parallelly open this putty tool. So we created Linux evening batch, right? Let's wait to start this mission. Let's start as a root user. Let's check IP address of this mission. Let's try to connect with our putty tool. Open this one. So connect as root and password is Srinivas. Okay. So change settings. Change font size. Change color. Okay. This is my Linux mission. So yesterday we created one directory called Linux, right? CD Linux. Under Linux, we created files. So these are different files. So ls space -l, it gives directory permissions and file permissions. It gives complete. So first one is file type. So this is directory. If you say -, it is file. So these are file default file permissions, and these are default directory permissions. Okay. Up to this part we discussed yesterday. So let's see what are default file permissions, file and directory. So full permissions, file full permission. When we say file full permission means whenever file has 666 permission, we can say file has full permissions. When we say directory has full permission means when directory contain 777, means user owner is 7, group is 7, and others is 7. So when any directory contain this permission, we can say directory has full permissions. When we say file contain full permission means 666. When file contains 666, then we can say full permission. What are default permissions? Default permission of file is 644, right? And what is default permission of directory 755, right? 755. So if you substitute full permissions with default permissions, then 0 to 2, 0 to 2 is this value is called umask value. This value is called umask value. Umask value. So if you substitute from full permissions to default value, you will get umask value. Okay. So umask value is 0 to 2. There is a command called chmod command. By using chmod command, we can set file permissions or directory permissions. By using chmod command, we can change file permissions or directory permissions. We can change file permissions or directory permissions by using two ways. We can change file or directory permissions in two ways. One is symbolic, and second one is numeric way. In symbolic way or numeric way, we change file permissions. Symbolic way and numeric way, we change file permissions. So first, let's see symbolic way. Symbolic way. How to change file permissions using symbolic way. Okay. Let's first create file. I'm creating a file. Touch a. This is my file name. When I print ls-l a, so it displays this is file permissions. Default file permissions. Owner is 6 and other people, group is 4, other people 4. So this is default file permissions. So my requirement is remove read permission to others. Remove read permission to others. Remove read permission to others. So in symbolic way, if you want to give any permission, we use add. If you want to add any permission, we use plus. If you remove any permission, we use hyphen. If you want to add any permission, we use plus. If you want to remove any permission, we use hyphen. If you want to use a means all. All means owner, user, group, and others. A means all. For all people you want to set any permission, we use a. Instead of using u, g, o, then we use a. A means all. Okay. Let's see. My requirement is what? Remove read permission to others. Remove read permission to others on file A. So I said chmod is a command to add any permission, to remove any permission on file or directory. So I want to remove read permission. So others minus read permission. Others minus read permission on which file? A. Let's ls-l a. See, the read permission is removed, right? Read permission is removed. And one more, remove read permission to group. Remove read permission to group. One more question, remove read permission to group. So we use what? Chmod command. Instead of O, we use G. Remove read permission to group. Currently group has only read permission, right? Read permission. So we are removing read permission. Then ls -l a. So read permission is removed from group and others also, right? And next one, next my requirement, add read and execute permission to read, read and execute permission, read and execute permission to group and others, group and others. My requirement is add read and execute permission to group and others. At a time I want to add. Then we use chmod group comma others, group comma others plus which permission, read and write, on which file, a. So we are getting error, so how can we pass a value? If I pass g comma w, it's giving error. Then we have one option, you can use like this. G means group, O means other, then it will assign permission. Then ls -l a. Observe the permissions. We given read write permission to group, read write permission to others, right? Read write permission to others. Yes or no? Next my requirement, give all permissions, all permissions, all permissions to all, all permissions to all. Means give read write execute permission to all. Then we can use chmod user group owner plus read write execute, read write execute. This is one way. Or a equal to read write execute, a equal to read write execute on file a. Let's ls -l a. So we are seeing read write execute for owner, read write execute for group, read write execute for others, right? Okay, this is symbolic way, and the same thing we apply to directory also. So whatever the way we applied for write file, right, same thing you can apply to directory also. So for example, let's see, I have ls -l. So here this is directory, right? This directory contain read write execute for owner, read and execute for group, read and execute for others. So directory also I want to give all permissions to all people. Then use directory name dir1. So ls -l. See, for directory 1 all permissions are assigned, right? So whatever the way we set permission to file, the similar way we set permission to directory. So there is no difference. Okay, we saw how to set file permissions by using symbolic way, right? Let's see how to set file permissions in numeric way. So I said numeric way, read means 4, write means 2, execute means 1, right? So if you want to give read permission means we assign 4. If you want to give write permission means we assign 2. If you want to give execute permission means we use 1. If you want to give read write execute means 6. Read and execute means 5. Write and execute means 3. You got the point, right? If you want to give all permissions means 7. So in this way we set file permissions in numeric way. Same thing we apply to different file. Let's apply creating one file, touch abc. Just I'm creating a file abc, ls-l abc. So abc contain read write for owner, read for a group, read for others. First requirement, remove read permission to others. So we use chmod. So 640, 0 means no permission. 640 on file abc, ls-l abc. So remove read permission. Remove read permission to group also. Then chmod 600 abc. Then ls-l abc. So remove for group also it removed what? For group also it removed read permission. Then add read and execute permission to read and execute. Read and execute means 4 plus 1, 5. Chmod 6 5 5 to abc file. ls space -l abc. So read write execute for group, read write execute for others. Give all permission to all. Then chmod 777 to abc file. ls space -l abc. So we given all permission to user, all permission to group, all permission to others. In this way we set file permission to any file or directory. In this way we set file permission to any file or directory. Okay. Next, very important one, ACL. So we see how to set file permission to, we seen how to set file permissions to user or owner, comma, group and others, right? We know how to we set file permissions to owner, group and others, right? In two ways we set, symbolic way and numeric way. Right? Now what we will do, I want to set file permissions. I want to set file permissions to specific user. I want to set file permission to specific users. Can we set by using chmod? Can we set by using chmod? No, right? We cannot set, because chmod has a feature to set read write execute permissions to user or owner, group and others. Syntax of chmod syntax of chmod allowing only to set permission to user, sorry, owner, group and others. There is no way to set specific permissions. There is no way to set permission to specific user. For that one, Linux has one special feature called ACL. ACL. ACL stands for access access control access control list. ACL stands for access control list. What is access control list? Access control list is used to set file or directory permissions to a specific user. So this is the advantage of ACL. What is the advantage of ACL? We can set file or directory permissions to a specific user. Just now we created ABC file. I don't want to give any permission to Srinivas user on file. I want to give all permission to XYZ person on ABC file, because XYZ person is writing data into ABC file. But I don't want to give any permission to Srinivas user. So if you want to restrict specific user, or if you want to give permission to specific user, what we will do? We use ACL. ACL means access control list. By using access control list, we can set file permission to specific user. Okay. So let me check how many users are presented in my mission. So there is one file called /etc/password. This file contains complete users list. So there is a user called Srinivas. I want to set permission to specific Srinivas. So first of all, I want to know how many users has file permissions on particular file. So for that one, ACL has one command called get facl. So get facl returns file or directory permissions. We can use ls space l. Yes or no? We can use ls space -l. It also gives file or directory permissions. Let's observe clearly difference between ls-l. File name is, let's create one file, touch. I'm creating a file called test. Okay, ls-l test. So it's showing file permissions, right? Yes or no? Then let's use get facl. And file name is test. Observe the difference. Get facl giving more descriptive way compared to ls-l. It is giving more descriptive way. It's giving what is file name, who is the owner of file, what is the group of that file, what are the file permissions for user, what are the file permissions for group, what are the file permissions for others. But here we didn't see any file permission to specific user, because till now we didn't set any file permissions on specific user. So let's set file permissions. So to set file permissions, we have a set fsel command. By using set fsel command, we set file permissions. Let's see syntax of set fsel. Set fsel, set fsel options, set fsel options, user colon, user means any user, user or group, colon, permissions, permissions, file or directory, file or directory. So we use this syntax. So set fsel, some options. What are the options we are going to see? Username, and what are the permissions you want to give for user, and file or directory name, file or directory name. Okay, we can use this option. So let's see. Let's try to give file permission to user. Set fsel, set fsel hyphen m, hyphen m, username is Srinivas. Set fsel hyphen m, username is Srinivas. I want to give for Srinivas only read access. I want to give only read access. File name is test, right? Test. Press enter. ls space hyphen l test. Is it showing specific user information? No, right? It is not showing any specific user information. Get fsel test. See, it's showing user Srinivas has read permission. User Srinivas has read permission. But this command is not showing specific user permissions, right? So if you use get fsel, it gives file permissions in more descriptive way. It gives file permissions in more descriptive way. Okay. Next important commands is, next very important commands is filter commands. Filter commands. Let's see what are filter commands. Filter commands. Filter commands. So we have a filter command, head command. Head command gives first top 10 lines. It gives top 10 lines. Top 10 lines. There is a command, one more filter command, tail command. It gives bottom 10 lines. Bottom 10 lines. Head command gives top 10 lines. Tail command gives bottom 10 lines. In most of the times we use tail command. Most of the times we use tail command. we use many times tail command. Tail, and we display last 10 lines, and we want to continue to read. Then we go for tail space some options. Tail space some options. Let's take any file. Let me take one file. So cat or vi file name is test, right? We have a test file, and escape I. Let's copy some file data. I have some big file. Let's open any file. Let me take our class data only. So this is my data. Let's copy this data. Let's paste this data into this file. Okay. Escape shift colon WQ to save and quit. I'm using head file name. Head file name is test. It gives top 10 lines. It is giving top 10 lines. If I use tail test, it gives bottom 10 lines. It gives bottom 10 lines. Bottom 10 lines. So each space is one line. So it is giving bottom 10 lines. Instead of displaying top 10 lines, I want to top 15 lines. We have an option called head -n and 15 and file name test. So by using option, we can display how many lines we want. By using tail also, I want to display top bottom 15 lines. So by using -n, we can specify how many lines we want to read. How many lines we want to read. And additionally, tail contain one more option called -f. Yep. So tail contain one more option called -f option. Observe what is -f. See, in previously tail -n 15, it displayed 15 line and come out from file, right? But still it is waiting. Still it is waiting for new results. Let's open new session or duplicate session. I'm logging as a root user and Srinivas as a password. What I'm doing here, observe. So I'm going to cd/opt/linux. Okay. So I have a file called cat test, right? Test file. Here I'm writing some data into this file continuously. So when I write this data, it is continuously displaying, right? So what is the advantage of tail command is we can display some lines of file and continuously wait for updating data into that file. So this is the main advantage of tail command. This command mostly used command. This command is mostly used command. If you want to see the log of last 5 lines and you want to continuously read log file, then we use tail command. Tail command is mostly used command. Mostly used command. Okay. And we have some other commands. Some other commands. See, So there is one more search command called filter command called find. Find command. Find command. What is this find command? So find command is mostly used command. Find command is also mostly used command. It retrieve 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 the location. Retrieve the location. File type. File type, comma, permissions of file. Permissions of file. So by using find command, we can search file location in our system. Let me check whether this system has Java or not. Java space hyphen version. So Java is installed in this machine. I want to find where is Java installed. I don't know where, in which location Java is installed in my machine. I don't know in which location Java is installed. Then we have a options called find path and options. Find path options and value. We use this option. Okay, let's see how to find Java installation path. Find, and I am asking search in root directory with name Java. Yep, you to exit command tail command, just we use control C. To exit from tail command, we use control C. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm saying find under root Java name with Java. It will search all the directories under root directory. So Java has under etc Java. So etc pk var usr bin usr lib jvm usr save Java. So in all these locations Java is available. Java directory is available. Okay, so if you know path, you can go particular location and you can see. So let's go cd / usr. Under usr, let's go ls. So there is no directory under this one. cd save, under save ls, you will see cd java, right? ls, here Java is presented. Some Java files are presented. Okay, so in this way we search files and directories, and there is one more command called wc. wc is used to find number of lines and number of words and number of characters in a file. There is one more wc. wc stands for word count. In a file you want to find number of words, number of lines, and number of characters, number of characters we use wc. Let's open our file. So clear the screen. Clear is used to clear the screen. ls space test, ls space hyphen l test. So test file is available. What I want to do, I want to find number of lines in test file hyphen l test. So total lines are 71, and I want to find number of words in file test w. So total words are 216. I want to find total characters in a file. We use this one. So total characters are 1432. 1432. If you use wc file name, it gives complete information. Number of lines are 71. Number of words are 216. Total characters are 1432. Okay. So there is one more filter command, sort command. There is one more filter command, sort command. Just use sort command. File name, clear. Sort file name is test. File name is test. If you observe this file, if you observe this file, it is displaying in ascending order. A, B, 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 C, C, D, 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 E, F. Like this, it display in ascending order. So sort command is used to display file content, to display file content in ascending order or descending order. The default is ascending order. If you want to display descending order, in descending order, we use different. You want to display descending order, we use different one. Sort displays what? Ascending order. So if you want to know anything about any command, there is a command called man and command name. Then press enter. It will display man pages. So sort means sort the lines of text file. So these are different options: -b, -d, -f, -q, -i, -m, -h, -n, numeric sort order, -r, random sort order, -order, -r, reverse, -, sort. Like this, we have multiple options. Let's use sort -r. File name is test. See the difference? Descending order, right? Descending order. We got elements in descending order. If you want to display descending order, we use sort space -r. If you use by default is ascending order. If you use sort space -r, it displaying in descending order. Okay. So that's it for today, and tomorrow we will discuss user management. Tomorrow is very important. Tomorrow class we'll discuss user management and group management, user management and group management, and we discuss some job automation concept. We discussed what are auto jobs, what are cron jobs. We'll discuss this information tomorrow class. Okay, tomorrow we'll finish user management and job automation and our workshop. Yep. I'll send some VMware commands, Vim commands. Go through that Vim commands or VI commands. So for paste, we use P option. So we copy lines and we paste by using P command only. But that is in either insert mode. So command mode contains that option. So in command mode, we copy lines by using YY. It copies one line. If you want to copy continuous 5 lines, we use 5YY. Then P. Let me show you. To quit from man paste, we use either Q or quit. I'm using Q. Let's see VI test. Oh, we are in different directory. So let's open next one, other one. So let's open VI test. So I want to copy 5 lines, 5 Y Y, and I want to paste these lines in end of my file. Escape I, and I'm entering some location. Escape P. So we got 5 lines. 5 lines copied, right? 5 lines copied, right? P copied, P copied, P copied. 5 lines are copied. So just we have to execute this command in which mode? Command mode, not in insert mode. Yep, tail command displays last 10 lines. And if you want to continuously read that file, then we use -F option. If you use tail -F, it displays last 10 lines and it waits continuation. If any new lines enter into that file, it displays continuously. From browser to Vim. Man, so browser to Vim, right? Okay, let me see. So this is my file, right? Go to end up location, escape IE, right? You are saying this one, right? So let's open Google, search Linux. So this one you are saying, right? So I'm copying this file. This is the data. Right click on this one, copy. Go here, paste, copy it, right? Browser to I'm copying Vim editor. Just copy paste here. Only one thing is, if it is not possible through your VM, then open it in this one, Putty. Open it in Putty, then open your file in Putty VI mode, then paste. Okay. So that's it for today. Tomorrow is very important. Tomorrow we are going to discuss user management and job scheduling. Okay. So tomorrow we'll finish our 5-day workshop. Yep. For this information, you can speak with Bobby only. For technical question, I will address your questions. For anything recording related or files related, you can speak with Bobby. Okay. So that's it for today. We will meet tomorrow sharp at 8 p.m. and we'll finish our 5-day workshop tomorrow.